Okay, hello folks, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Again, Patrick and Thao, Patrick and Sue. Pretty much the past probably month or two has been pretty busy for me. I've gone to a wedding of one of my cousins, that's John Devlin, which was held in Washington State. And yeah, so I mean, pretty much nothing has really changed super much. One thing that we did, both Sue and I went to yesterday, was a get together for a bunch of people from the Songclair, CQ, and Fanaticom refugee camps from the Boat People refugee crisis during the aftermath of the fall of Saigon. As part of our research for the book writing project that we're working on together, we got a couple of interviews at that event. I think the main thing that's important is that we are making progress working on both the interviews, but also writing. We did meet a couple of weeks ago, in fact, with a group of folks who were, formerly refugees in the Songclair refugee camp, and a member of that group also did donate some money towards this book writing project. Currently, we don't have an immediate need for the money, so what I did in the time being is I just opened up like a savings account, just put the money into the savings account, kind of, I guess, going off of that idea in the one gospel where instead of just digging a hole in the ground and burying the money and waiting to need it, I'll put it in the bank so I can earn some interest. Right, Sue? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyways, so that's the idea there. But pretty much right now, I'm just going through interviewing people. Outside of that, I do have, I've got two cats. I'm sure you've probably already seen some of them kind of walking around behind the camera here. But I've just, got my everyday sort of life. I still work as a banker at a local bank. And outside of that, I'm, just trying to, keep being in shape and going to the gym. And yeah, I do drive down. Sue and I still go to every Friday. We go to, it's called Faith-Filled Fridays, which is run by Most Holy Trinity Parish in San Jose, which is led by Father Marty, Father Mon, and the other priests there. They did just recently have a change of who the priests are at that parish. And I was just looking down because Penguin, one of my cats, was wandering by. But so Faith-Filled Friday, that is a fun event to go to. Saturdays, generally, we'll just meet, just like kind of hang out on Saturdays. It is break for Sue right now for school. And then Sunday, we'll generally meet and do something like, for instance, today we're making a YouTube video. Other than that, pretty much that's what we're doing today. I did also go to Trader Joe's also, and I was teaching Sue the idea that when you go to a grocery store, when you are starving, like we were both hungry, when you go to a grocery store like that, you've got to make a list before you go in. And then once you go in, you don't deviate from that list unless you decide to leave the store, modify your list to add the impulse purchase items, and then go back into the store and continue shopping. So we did not modify that list at all. Here we go. Okay. Hello, folks. Sue and I. Sue and I are at the grave of Father Joe and Father Ray, and also Father Harry, Brother Francis, and Mr. Miller S.J. But yeah, so we just stopped by here at the Santa Clara Mission Cemetery. It is very sunny and it's also very warm today. It is also Pentecost Sunday. And yeah, we're just stopping by to honor the grave of Father Joe a little bit here. We have been doing a bunch of interviews and also working on writing for the book project honoring Father Joe's life.
Yeah. We've been interviewing a bunch of people, and yeah, yesterday we talked to about three refugees. Two of them actually know a ton about Father Joe, so we're making progress here.
Definitely.
And yeah, we definitely feel the spirit of Father Joe watching over us. Even though I regret that I have never met him in person, but I could feel his spirit. I mean, of course.
Let's see. There we are. I call. Goodbye. Yeah.
It is break for me right now, so I'm just spending the whole summer resting. I do realize that I have 5 classes left in my pastoral ministries program that I'm doing right now, and just I'm just normally meeting up with Patrick, going to church, and then on either Monday or Tuesdays I go to my therapy sessions, and then sometimes every 2 weeks a spiritual direction, and then I also have life coaching, so I've been doing that. And then yeah, Patrick's been teaching me how to cook, so that's been fun. I do have a wedding coming up next on the 26th of July. He's going to go visit his dad because it is his dad's birthday. So, and I recently bought his dad a birthday present, so I'm looking forward to his reaction and see if his dad likes it or not. But yeah. So this month has been technically 2 weddings. We've been having so much fun interviewing people and getting to know their stories. Hopefully, we will continue to make progress writing.
I did want to also mention that we've been trying to listen to audiobooks in the car. Initially, we had started listening to the audiobook The Hobbit, but I think that was a little bit too. It was a little bit too, I guess, dry to someone who does not know anything about the Lord of the Rings. So I think what may be best in that situation is to first watch the Lord of the Rings movies with Sue, and then after that, then try listening to The Hobbit with her. Instead, we switched to listening to a sociologist or sort of a book that's written from a sociology perspective by an author in Great Britain. So the author's pen name is Theodore Dalrymple, and the name of the book is Life at the Bottom, which is basically about the lower class in Britain, but it's applicable to most Western societies. It's basically when people are basically embracing victimhood status, they never have the ability to go upward on the sort of social ladder, and it's it's different from American society because this is literally talking about the lower class in Britain. So that the author is pretty much distinguishing it, and we can listen to and make our own decisions while we're listening to it without needing to bring anything any other concerns that may be relevant for American society into listening to this audiobook. So it's an audiobook that I find to pose a lot of very unique questions, especially around like personal volition, personal responsibility for one's own successes in the future. And I think that that audiobook, well, I mean the book itself, but I think that that book is something that really it asks hard questions to which you can only really get answers if you think about it for a while. Have you like what's your reaction to the book so far, Sue?
So I thought that I wouldn't like the audiobook, but it turned out that I was noticing that I wasn't on my phone as much as when I was listening to The Hobbit, and so it hooked me in. So I was listening to like maybe the first two chapters. I'm looking forward to listening to the whole book with Patrick. So yeah, it is an interesting book so far. At least it got me hooked, and I was totally focused on that. So yeah.
Very cool. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like Penguin wants to say hello to everyone. So this is Penguin. Penguin, are you going to say anything to the audience? No. I think Penguin has decided not to say anything to the audience. Where's Bruce? Did he go under the bed again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Bruce is the other cat, and I think he decided that he would go under the bed to avoid Penguin's fate right here, because Penguin is now getting some cuddles and is putting her paws on Sue's face. Oh my goodness, Penguin.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you again, everyone, for watching our YouTube series here. Make sure, if you've not done so already, like and subscribe, comment.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toodles.
Yes. Goodbye, folks.